Welcome back to today's episode of Between Master and Disciples. Let's continue with our feature, Elitom ben Israel, living a holistic breatharian lifestyle. Although he was raised on a meat diet, Elitom ben Israel realized the health detriments of consuming animal products. Through his own research and quest for self-knowledge, he met a holy man who introduced him to wholesome and healing benefits of a plant-based vegan diet. As a vegan, Elitom began to explore other lifestyles that eventually led him to breatharianism.
Now, was this someone who influenced your way of thinking, which caused you to decide to become a breatharian?
Well, the main person was Ben Israel. He's a spiritual teacher over in Israel. Now, he's the first one that brought up a holy diet, and it was dealing with eating no animals or animal byproducts. However, even when I got onto that, I rotated to that knowledge right away. I started checking other higher knowledges of dealing with diets. I started finding live foods, no cooking them. Then I started finding just drinking liquids. But then last but not least, I ran into a woman's book on a website dealing with Jasmuheen, who was a breatharian in Australia. And immediately I ordered that book. And from that day forward, it was like a jack in a box. You just can't put it down. Once I had the knowledge, I started to rotate into it, utilize holistic practices more seriously, and the body actually over a period of time started being reconditioned and living off of food.
What was it like for Elitom to transition from eating food to relying on the cosmic energy or prana for sustenance? Similar to Jericho Sunfire, a breatharian personal fitness guru, the process was challenging.
Well, going into this transition is not easy at all, especially in our programming. We coming from you must eat or you die. You must eat to get energy. So right now you're actually breaking a belief system that not only you believed in your mind, but what the mind does, the body follows. This belief system went into all the cells of your body. So even though the body's doing two things, it knows what it's supposed to do on one level. It's also obeying its government that is under, which is our thinking. So going into this transition, there is many discomforts. First of all the organs is getting rid of toxicity that's been accumulated throughout the years, which if you didn't make this transition, pretty soon it was going to accumulate into a disease, high blood pressure or whatever. You're going into irritability, and you're also going into just letting the body rest until it can pick up its energy again, because it's getting rid of all of these toxicities. So yes, it is very hard.
There isn't a set formula to weather the challenges of the transitioning process. Different food-free individuals dealt with it in different ways. Master Liao Fengsheng, the Qigong breatharian from Formosa or Taiwan, relied on the practice of Qigong to overcome the difficulties. Jericho Sunfire stayed firm in his resolve to become food-free and kept trying until he got past it during the fruitarian and liquidarian stages. For Elitom, to get through the transitioning process, he relied on holistic approaches that included meditation.
In order to really help go through this transition, I do recommend, like, for instance, Jasmuheen said just take time off, don't do nothing, shut down the schedule, which I believe that too, because that's where I'm at now, where you could just stop when you feel like it, let the body go through its transition. But when you're not used to that, like I said, first starting this transition, there is things that I recommend. First of all, understanding where the energy centers at in your body. Start meditating to focus on them. Do that 3 times a day so the energy can pick itself up. You will feel these practices immediately. Taking long walks, but actually having a conscious walk instead of just walking. Filling the whole body, because the whole body, all the pores in your body are like little mouths or little noses. They breathe. The whole body will start breathing and getting healthier. There's things you should do if you can find Tai Chi, if you can find yoga, breathing energy into a location. That will really help as the body start making these transitions. So like I said, starting out this segment, you're grabbing all these holistic melodies, putting them all together to what? So the body can start functioning off of a higher energy. That's the main purpose of why are we doing it. You want to be healthy.
What kind of changes did Elitom experience once he stopped eating food? Join us next week for part 2 when we continue with Elitom's story on becoming a breatharian. Now please stay tuned to Supreme Master Television for Good People, Good Works. Coming up next right after Noteworthy News. May the Providence guide you in wisdom and love.
For more details, please visit www.suprememastertv.com/BMD